This is Janice. I thought about you. I told you about him, right?
Yeah.
2 days ago, I have a really good friend. Look what he said. Look what he said. 2 years anniversary. 2 years anniversary. This is the first day we met. He saved it. He's a really good friend. So, like what I was saying, okay? So, right now, okay, let's repeat ourselves because I want it to be super duper clear, okay? Now, my father thinks I don't work hard enough because he says, hey, you could have a two job. And in my mind, yes, I could have two jobs because you can, right? But if, and be honest, I'm not judging, but if Home Sense was telling you full time, but you had to give up school, would you do it?
No.
If school would tell you to go full time, but you have to give up on Home Sense, would you do it?
I will do it.
Okay, so Sobeys for me is cool, right? When they hired me, when no, they didn't hire me, but Giuseppe, he asked me because he liked the work that I did. He asked me, "Where did you work before?" I told him that I did most of the job that I did. So the truth, I worked for PCT for 7 years. This is the longest job that I had. But most of the company that I did was unloading and loading trucks. And Sobeys, that's what they're doing. Sobeys, the place that I am, they are middlemen between the supplier and the store. So this is it. This is it. So with Sobeys, I would do it. Now, what I'm afraid is I'm gonna go work for a company. Now there is a chance that a company that I work for, the second company, is as fun or as good as Sobeys. There's a chance. Mais ça se peut que ça soit pas bon. Fait que si je risque, why would you gamble something that you already have? I have a good job. I have a good paying job. Les gars, quand ça rentre, c'est 21 $. Après 3 mois, c'est 22 $. You got insurance.
But maybe he meant you can find a job in the weekend.
Maybe he meant that.
Yeah. I'm sure he meant that.
Maybe. But at the same time, my father thinks that because I don't do it, he thinks I'm lazy. Okay? But for you who see how much work I put in the social media, and again, I'm gonna say the same thing. A painter or a musician. They're gonna practice. The guy's gonna do a painting, right? Even if he doesn't sell it today, does it mean it didn't work? So it's not laziness. My father doesn't recognize that. He doesn't watch the videos. He doesn't know how much work I put in. You understand? It's a lot of work. And ultimately speaking, the best thing possible right now is yes, a job the weekend would be phenomenal. But the best thing I could do is Sobeys. Because imagine if I'm doing 40 hours a week, right? I still have time to do my social media. I still have time to work. It would be perfect. Plus, Sobeys, c'est loin, mais c'est pas loin, là. 50 minutes, c'est rien. Tu comprends? That's the angle. Because my father, the whole of last year, he was like, find a job in between. But I'll be honest, and yes, I want to work. Yes, I want to work. But since I found a place like PCT, where I worked for 7 years, 8 years, it's hard to think about like, okay, well, the next job that I'm gonna have, I want the same feeling of being comfortable. I want the same feeling of being in a family. I want the same feeling that this is my second home, right? With agency, c'est terrible parce que agency, you're gonna work for two weeks. And when I was younger, when I started making agency, I was 21, 22, I got attached to people. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work there. So it's gonna ask people. And then I sort of change company. In the end, like, I'm not gonna be friends because I'm gonna leave. I think the kid who's always moving from houses to houses is gonna make friends. C'est difficile, tu vois? That's how I feel. With my father, he said that I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave stuff because he said I'm not gonna leave you money is to stay at home and do nothing. Right? But first of all, right now, when I'm not working, I'm home, right? And you see how much I'm doing. I understand it's not a classical job, it's not a 9 to 5, right? But at the same time, yes, my passion is to make videos. My dream is to make videos. But if I have a job like Sobeys, where I see there's future and potential, I'm going to sacrifice my dream. Tu comprends? C'est quoi l'important? L'important, c'est la sécurité. Tu comprends? That's it. My father says, "Oh, I'm not. If I give you money, you're gonna quit the job." First of all, that's not true, and you're gonna stay home. That's it. That's what he said. So he doesn't know. He doesn't know what I'm gonna do with the money. First of all, and then he told me if I die tomorrow, right? And if I die tomorrow, what are you gonna do with the money? I said, first of all, I never had money, so I'm not even sure what I would do with the money. Second of all, you're telling me that there's les frais de funérailles, l'assurance vie, there's everything, right? And the problem with that is I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how much this is gonna cost me. The priority is I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna spend money like crazy and you're not buried. And then I'm like, well, guess what? I don't have any money left. I'm not gonna do that. And even if you were to give me money, you see, the thing is, there's the law. So the law is give it a fish, give a hungry, there's a hungry guy, a hungry man. You give him a fish one day, he eats for one day. Or you can teach him how to fish. And then he's gonna be eating every single day. So me, with the money for the will, c'est pas un congé, it's not gonna save my life. However, the financial difficulty, if I want to buy a condo, if I want to buy a house for myself, ça va aider. Mais c'est pas pour les petites dépenses, c'est pas pour faire des voyages, là. Tu comprends?
Anyway, by law, she has the right.
No, he's gonna give her a lot.
I know that.
He's gonna give her a lot. He's gonna give her a lot. He said, moi, il me dit, si quand que je meurs, tu me prouves pas que tu as travaillé pour, je te donne un acte.
Il n'a pas le choix, il doit donner un acte.
No, he said he had to give everything to that.
Yeah.
And then he tells me, how do you feel about that? I said, I don't care. Because first of all, you're not gonna die tomorrow. Second of all, if my father die, there's gonna be some money, yes. But what do you think? I'm gonna be sad. I don't care about money, I care about you being alive. About my father being alive. Money is come and go, but your parents, forever. Tu comprends? Mm-hmm. So if you were to die, say, oh, comment tu sens par rapport à ça? Comment ça par rapport au fait que t'as pas d'argent quand je vais mourir? I'm like, well, I'm sad because you just died. I don't care about the money.
What did he say?
He said, t'as encore la chance de me prouver que tu vas travailler fort. He just doesn't see the effort. He doesn't see the effort that I put in. He's gonna see a video that I did. Like it's 40 minutes. And first thing they say, oh, c'est trop long, je regarde pas ça. Tu comprends? Mais il faut se comprendre que c'est déjà ce petit travail là. Hey, so my videos, what I do, I talk, right? Est-ce que c'est beaucoup de travail? Non. But at the same time, look at a salesman. What does he do?
He talks.
Mm-hmm. Look at a storyteller. What does he do?
He talks.
Okay. Look at a radio host. What does he do?
He talks.
All of those three people, are they working hard?
Yes.
So the problem with my father is he sees working hard as financial. Mais c'est pas ça. Prends un docteur. They make a lot of money, right? But they went to school for how long?
That's another thing. Maybe you should learn how to drive also.
Yeah. That's important.
This is very important,
Yeah.
Stefan. Look at me.
I know.
Yesterday.
But just to finish. The doctor, how much time he spent in school?
A lot.
Okay. The doctor, when he's in school, does he make money?
No, because the parents are responsible.
Okay. When the future doctor is in school, and he's working and he's not making money, is he not working for the future? Right now, the video don't make a penny. Okay, I'll be honest.
I know that.
Twitch pay me. But Twitch is gonna pay me c'est $50 par mois environ. C'est pas assez. Tu comprends? Mais la vérité, ça c'est, I'm being honest. I'm being for real. The content I make right now, do you know how you make money on the internet?
No.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna show you. It's super simple. Okay. So you're gonna go on a website like YouTube. Okay? And this is the best way to, I'm gonna explain to you, ça va prendre 2 secondes. Ça va être vraiment génial. Okay? On va prendre ça ici. So you see there's an ad, right? So the way that this works is the ad it generates money. Okay, so YouTube, which is the website, okay, allows you to put a video, and if you make enough views and subscriber, they put ads. Now, because people are watching your videos, they're watching the ads. So YouTube is saying, you know what? Thanks to you, we got money from the ads. The publisher, they said, okay, well, guess what? You present it's like TV. It's like TV. When a person goes for a TV, right, and they go for a ad spot, are they going to go for an ad spot at 6 o'clock when everybody's watching TV, or at midnight?
When everybody's watching.
Good. So with YouTube, the more views you get, the more people are watching. The more people are watching, what does that mean for the publisher? For the sponsor, what does it mean?
Money.
Okay, more people seeing the ads, more traffic, more clients. So YouTube said, hey, you brought in money, right? But you use my website. I'm gonna take a part of the money, right? The rest of the money is gonna go to you. So YouTube, what they do is they do a 40-60. 40% for the content creator, 60% for this, right? Now the good thing with YouTube is it doesn't matter when the video is made. If the video was made 6 years ago and you're watching the ad, it's still gonna pay you. Okay? So the goal with YouTube, I'll be honest with you, completely honestly. Okay? No secrets, no lies. It was to have a full-time job at YouTube. Now I realize that it might not be possible. Okay? It might not be possible. But what I'm thinking about doing is, for example, a job like Sobeys, right? Even though it's 40 hours, and the salary is really good, and there's insurance and shit like that, right? I'm not gonna make what a doctor makes. I'm not gonna make what a construction worker does. I'm not gonna make what a firefighter, a police officer they're gonna make, right? Let's be honest here. I'll make a salary, but it's gonna be la classe moyenne, which is okay. La classe moyenne, new classe moyenne, the pay is classe moyenne. But with YouTube, I'm saying if it brings a couple extra dollars a month, your parking spot, how much they give you per month?
75.
C'est pas beaucoup, mais c'est déjà bien. You would $75 per month, maybe you're a nice restaurant. You understand? This is why I'm doing it. And right now, it's a lot of work. Look, before I made videos, let's be honest here. Let's put it on the table. Before I made videos, did we talk a lot? Before we made videos, did me and you talk a lot? No. Was I open and talkative with you?
No.
Well, since I make the video, you see this is improving, right?
Yes.
So even then, we're talking about cleanliness. We're talking about working on yourself. This is work on myself. It doesn't give me a penny, but it's still some work. My father, because he doesn't see that, he said, oh, see, you're lazy. So that's why he thinks that I don't want to work. But the reality is, I want to work, but I also want to do what I want. This makes me happy. I don't do it since I work. You see how much less I'm doing. I'm doing 3 hours a day. Going to work, I'm doing 3 hours a day. On the weekend I do more. On the weekend I'll do 8 or 9 hours per day.
But we're not talking about that.
Yeah. But you understand that it's work.
Yeah.
So for the driving, you were saying yesterday what happened?
So I had to take the bus to get shopping for you. And that was the fight.
What?
Yeah.
There was a what?
A fight.
Oh, for Swolly. Okay. Yeah. No, being independent is not good.
So anyway,
being independent is not good. But if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for the food, you can go to Maxi alone.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So that you had a fight. It sucks that you had a fight.
Actually, I don't give a shit.
Well,
No, I don't, because my son will come always first.
I understand, but he shouldn't treat you that way.
Anyway.
And what is weird is he knows that you're buying food, so he decided to give you a lift. But once you're in the car, he gives you shit.
But he didn't, because I said to him, you know what? I will do it.
What did he say? What did he say?
Well, he gave me shit because you're 32 years old and you should go to. And he's right. In a way, he's right.
But
He's right.
he is right. He is.
Because, like, to buy a shopping,
Yeah.
I don't think it's right.
No.
Okay.
I know that.
But I do it because I want to save the money.
You saw the video that I did before yesterday?
The what?
You saw the video that I did yesterday? Or before? No, before yesterday?
No.
Yesterday. I went shopping. C'est pas compliqué, là. He's right, but it's not because I don't. You don't do it because I'm not able to. You do it because you want to. You do it because it makes you feel happy. I'm helping my son.
And to save you money also.
Yeah. Thank God.
Okay.
You know how much I made last month? 2800.
Okay, that's another thing.
C'est pas pire, ça.
Parce que moi,
But do you feel like I'm lazy?
But now we're talking and you're playing.
Okay.
You see, like.
Mais c'est moins important. C'est important. Mais if I know that it's gonna bother you, I'm gonna stop. Did it bother you?
Yes, because I'm talking to you and this is important stuff.
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna close this. I didn't know it was bothering you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So,
Mike, just give me a sec because I don't want to record. This is private.